Bengalis are known for making lots and lots of vegetable dishes. We're very proud of our recipes. My mother was a wonderful cook, and a typical meal would be rice and 5 to 6 different vegetable preparations. And not only did she teach me how to cook, but of course, as a Bengali girl, I needed to learn how to make chai for my dad, because he would wake up on Sunday mornings, and it was my job to bring him his cup of tea. One morning, he didn't look right. My mother came in, and we realized something was very wrong. It turned out he was having a heart attack. And as a 12-year-old, I became very curious about this incident and why my father went from one day being perfectly healthy to being in the emergency room. And I decided to become educated about the body and ended up at Stanford Medical School, where I got a PhD in biochemistry and became a rigorous scientist through my education at Stanford. But I had my own health challenges, and what I found interesting is that even though I was walking the halls with Nobel laureates, my own health challenges were not being managed by the current medical system. I used to run a lot, and I was about 5 miles from campus one day when my neck went into a spasm, and that was the beginning of a series of spasms. Doctors told me I would have to just take lots of ibuprofen, which gave me an ulcer ultimately. And I realized that if my neck spasm would start, then I would be laid up in bed sometimes for days. By the time I was doing research at the University of Washington, I was seeing a physical therapist 2 to 3 times a week. And I was spending hundreds of dollars that I really didn't have as an academic trying to take care of my back, only to hover over a microscope and make it worse again and go back and see my physical therapist. And then somebody introduced me to a product called Juice Plus. And I had been starting to juice at that time, and so I immediately understood the possibilities behind this product, because I was never able to take isolated vitamin supplements, nor did I want to. It didn't make any sense to me. But this product caught my attention because it was a whole food-based supplement. When I started taking it, within 6 weeks or so, my physical therapist asked me what I was doing differently, because she said, "I think you're starting to heal." And I couldn't think of anything initially, but then it occurred to me that I'd been taking Juice Plus. I sent my technician to the library that very day with a list of 200 research papers on fruits and vegetables. She was asking me, "Why are we looking at these papers now?" I said, "Because I want to learn more about fruit and vegetable nutrition." I was amazed. Here I was writing grants for research to study what I call now the chaos of disease. And I realized, wait a minute, you can prevent all of this in the first place if people would just eat enough fruits and vegetables, that the body is absolutely, positively designed to heal itself if given the right nutrients. I had eaten mostly a vegetarian diet growing up, and that simple way of living was the answer that we need to return to. And I felt like I'd come full circle with Juice Plus, and realizing lifestyle factors, simple factors such as hydration and exercise and eating more fruits and vegetables, is really what can keep us all healthy and what could have prevented my father from having his heart attack. And now that I know what I know today, I feel compelled to share that with the world, because I lost my father ultimately to his second heart attack just a few months prior to me having my first baby, and he would have seen his first grandchild, and he loved children. He so loved children. He would have loved to have been there for the birth of his first granddaughter. So living life to the plus means not just existence, but really taking advantage of our time on this planet and exploring and expanding. So anybody who loves their life is someone who's living life to the plus. My name is Dr. Mitra Ray, and I have been in the field of health and nutrition for a very long time. For 10 years, I researched disease, and then after that, 20 more years of studying health, subtle but important difference.
I studied actually engineering at Cornell, so I have a very analytical mind. And then I got my PhD from Stanford Medical School in biochemistry and cellular biology. Last 20 years, I've also been helping thousands of people around the world get healthy and really started looking at health from many different angles, not just from a scientific perspective. And that's because both my parents, they died because of degenerative diseases. And I didn't want to go down that road, and I certainly didn't want my children to ever have to face the kind of realities that I had to face. So I created Transform 30 both as a cleansing and a rejuvenation program. I believe in cleanses because we live on an extremely polluted planet. It doesn't matter where you live, the air you're breathing, the water you're drinking, the food that you are consuming, and all of this impacts our life. So we have to cleanse our body on a daily basis. Whether you're a couch potato or a world-class athlete, and especially if you're a world-class athlete, there's a lot at stake. Clean yourself out daily. And how do you clean yourself out? Lots of water and fruits and vegetables. That's the key. It's completely unreasonable to think that you can consume the amount of fruits and vegetables that you need in order to adequately cleanse yourself of the hundreds and hundreds of toxins in your body. So for a very nominal price, you can do 2 shakes a day of Juice Plus Complete Shake and take the capsules and add over 40 different plants to your diet every single day, whether you're having a good day or a bad day in terms of diet. Some athletes think that they can just eat whatever. That is not true. We all need to eat many, many more fruits and vegetables than you ever imagined possible, really. So imagine if you could get 40-some plants into your system every single day, what happens is you're assisting your liver every day in converting toxins into something that can come out. Everybody will benefit in terms of stronger, leaner tissue, stronger bones, and the people that need to shed some fat, they will shed the fat. That's what Transform 30 does. Take advantage of my 30 years of experience. You can do anything for 30 days. Try Transform 30 for 30 days. It will change your life. Talk to the person who shared this information with you. You'll be so pleasantly surprised.
I'm Dr. Dave Phillips, in a former life, an emergency physician, and I enjoyed the work for a period of time, but slowly began to burn out and realized I wasn't going to see my 50th birthday if I didn't do something different. So I decided to go to the field of preventative medicine, kind of sports related. It was a little bit more up my alley. I was a collegiate swimmer. Eventually took up triathlon as well and did Ironman competitions, did the Ironman World Championships in 2005. I realized that nutrition was such an integral part of being a good triathlete, and that's why Juice Plus fit in so perfectly. I love what those nutrients did to my body when I started taking them when I was training for Kona. And I needed to get the information out to other people, so I started doing lectures, and I'm just a real advocate for the product and the research that's done on it. I think what's really difficult sometimes for people to understand, and it was difficult for me, is how important fruits and vegetables are to our diet. But even with that, a lot of athletes are so tied to understanding that, it's how much protein, how much carbohydrate, and how much fat you should have in your diet. Fruits and vegetables is the oil that makes your engine run, and Juice Plus is absolutely that bridge. It's powerful nutrition in capsules, and just an easy way to get more produce into your body. It's like a salad bar in capsules. Sometimes people just can't make that connection between good diet, good health, and exercise performance, and I totally get it. The research on Juice Plus, it's irrefutable, and it's a quest for me to try to get this information out to anybody who exercises at any level, whether you're just a weekend warrior, all the way up to the professional athlete. Juice Plus has really changed my life. I started taking it back in 2004, 2005, and I was already a really good eater, but I felt so tremendously better on it, and I had a lot more energy. I was still training really pretty heavily, but I was having a lot less muscle and joint pain. I wasn't getting sick, so it really changed my life physically. When we're talking about exercise, some people think, oh, you're just talking about, when you're talking about Juice Plus and the athlete, that it just should be for high-end athletes, and that's not the truth at all. And in fact, Juice Plus is really suited for everybody who exercises at any level, again, whether you're just a weekend warrior all the way up to the professional athlete. And the gold standard studies on Juice Plus prove that it significantly reduces the exercise-induced oxidative stress that is just a part of what happens when we exercise. I wish I had known about Juice Plus. I wish Juice Plus was around when I was a teenager, especially when I was competing on a national level as a swimmer. I wish I'd known about it, which is why all of our boys are taking Juice Plus, and we're seeing many, many more young folks taking Juice Plus, which is great. There's a disconnect between nutrition and performance. Again, Juice Plus kind of fills that niche. There is a direct connection between good nutrition, physical activity, disease processes, and it's my desire, my hope that more and more healthcare professionals will get this message. To try to get the information out to people who are kind of fixed in their way of saying, yeah, well, I eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. It's like, well, do you really get 7 to 13 servings every day? And the answer is, well, maybe sometimes, not sure. And so for me, this product, Juice Plus, is so perfect for those individuals because, hey, guess what? We've got a way to get you closer to getting all those nutrients into your body. It's such a great tool for people to use to get healthy. Everybody needs to be taking Juice Plus, and that's my quest. That's what I enjoy. Every year, we talk to thousands of people looking to improve their health and well-being. I answer questions about how nutrition affects their overall wellness based on my experience as a medical professional.
While I concentrate on how to make getting in shape and staying in shape easier.
And since we're both athletes, we also focus on performance, making sure that both physically and mentally, you always perform at your best.
The question we get most often, of course, is, where do I start? People say things like, I know I need to lose weight, or I know I need to eat better, but it all seems so complicated.
Well, here's the message we want to share with you today. Taking control of your health doesn't have to be complicated. If you just remember that the best way to get started is by making one simple change at a time.
That's right. One simple change is all it takes to jumpstart your journey to better health.
And to prove it, we brought together some top health professionals to explain why just making one simple change can make such a huge difference in how you look and feel.
Yeah, a lot of people, especially New Year's resolutions, they say, well, this year I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to join the gym, or they'll try to make a change in their diet, and they try to do too much all at one time.
Being overwhelmed and not having a plan that they can use consistently to achieve their goals.
A goal is a dream with an action plan and a timetable.
If we try to do too much, often we set ourselves up for failure. But if we can do one simple change,
It sounds easy, it sounds doable, it doesn't sound intimidating.
It's something everyone can do. Take one small step in the right direction towards better health.
What you'll see is as you start drinking more water, as you start getting more sleep and rest and exercise and adding Juice Plus to your diet.
Now it's a habit and it feels good. And so then you can take on something else.
Because what you're doing when you start a health habit is you're proving to yourself you can do this.
So a simple change is one that's easy to grasp, easy to keep in mind, and easy to fulfill.
It's to feel good and to look good and to get healthier. And you can do that all at the same time.
So we've come to one of the simplest changes we can make when it comes to your health. It's one simple change Heidi and I recommend to everybody: adding Juice Plus to your diet. There's no easier way to add more good whole food nutrition to your diet every day, whether it's Juice Plus capsules, Juice Plus Complete, or both.
If you want to jumpstart your health, the number one thing you can do is add a huge variety of fruits and vegetables to your diet. But most people can't even get their 5 or 10 in, let alone the amount we really need to be ultimately healthy. When you take Juice Plus,
every single day we're putting 30 fruits and vegetables into our body on a consistent basis.
To bridge the gap between what we should be getting and what we actually get.
Juice Plus capsules are such a great way to start the one simple change journey because
If you could chew, if you can swallow, you could take Juice Plus, and I love that.
This makes sense to me. This is real food. That's number one.
Secondly, Juice Plus is the most scientifically supported and studied fruits and vegetable concentrate on the planet.
And everybody comes to a point in their life where they get to choose. And by adding Juice Plus capsules and Complete, that is the beginning.
The one simple change, because I think they work so well together.
It is one of the best one simple changes I have ever made.
So now you've heard it from our fellow health professionals. You've heard it from us too. You don't have to turn your life upside down to get started on your journey to better health, to looking better and feeling better for the rest of your life. In fact, all it takes is one simple change, such as adding Juice Plus to your diet. Combine that right out of the gate with one of the other simple changes we've shared with you today.
Or more than one.
And you'll start to see and feel the difference in no time.
You can also help us inspire others to start making simple changes in their lives. Tweet us about the simple changes you're making at #OneSimpleChange, or you can share your experiences on the Juice Plus Facebook page.
The important thing is that we all can do something to improve our health. It doesn't have to be something big, as long as it's something that's right for you.
Make one simple change today, and then another and another.
And before you know it, you'll be looking better and feeling better than you ever imagined you could.
It is really important for people to eat well, to have the habit of eating the wide varieties of fruits and vegetables every single day.
But no matter how hard we try, we are unable to consistently get in the recommended amounts of fruits and vegetables on a daily basis.
A variety of fruits and vegetables provides you with all these, antioxidants and phytonutrients that do so much.
Phytonutrients, they are the nutrients in fruits and vegetables that fight disease. They are immune boosters.
An apple, for example, has thousands of nutrients. It has vitamin C. It stands to reason and makes logical sense that that whole apple itself with all those nutrients are probably going to do you much better than that individual vitamin C by itself. And that's why you always hear that if you consume more fruits and vegetables, you decrease the incidence of heart disease and stroke.
I think all conditions are helped by good nutrition.
And if you go and look at the recommendations of the American Cancer Society, the National Institutes of Health, you look at the food pyramid, they talk about the importance of fruits and vegetables.
The human physiology absolutely needs phytonutrients and antioxidants, and the only source for them is fruits and vegetables.
I still remember the day I heard about Juice Plus. I was sitting in my kitchen looking at this brochure, and at the time I was juicing in an attempt to increase my own nutrition. And I thought, wow, somebody's done it with food. How brilliant. I should have thought of this. I immediately got it right away.
We don't have a vitamin deficiency. What we're lacking is whole food nutrition.
Everyone that I know does not eat enough fruits and vegetables every day.
If you can achieve 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables a day of all different types, great. Most of us can't, and that's where Juice Plus really comes in.
Juice Plus doesn't claim to prevent disease, but obviously, with respect to the physiological differences that occur when you take Juice Plus, it makes sense, theoretic sense, that this could help you.
The body has this beautiful programming that knows how to heal itself if it's given the right food and environment.
And I tell my patients, you can't feel prevention and you can't feel deterioration in your body until something breaks or something begins to hurt. So intellectually, I try to get the patients to understand how much good Juice Plus can do for their systems.
Patients in my practice are always asking me, Doctor, what should I take? There are thousands of these supplements being marketed all the time. I say, make it very simple. Show me the science. Is there science behind this product that shows that, first of all, gets into the bloodstream? Check. When it gets into the bloodstream, does it do good things for the body? Check. If that supplement passes that double test, then take it. Juice Plus passes the test.
It provides all that micronutrition, the phytonutrients. Scientists believe that there's over 25,000 phytonutrients, so we're talking about antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, enzymes. All these things are actually missing in our diet today. That is where Juice Plus fills in the gaps.
Our bodies are oxygen-burning machines. Every minute, countless biochemical reactions throughout the body generate thousands of particles of exhaust. These are called oxidants, or free radicals. Trillions of times a day, free radicals hit our tissues like a steady rainfall, rusting away our cells. To help you better understand this biological rusting, or oxidation, picture a fresh, crisp apple. Inside that apple, there are both oxidants and antioxidants. Over time, the oxidants outnumber the antioxidants. The apple gets softer, browner, and more wrinkled. The apple ages. If you cut a fresh apple in half and pour lemon juice, an antioxidant, on one half, within a few hours, the lemon juice protected half still looks good, or shall we say, younger. In contrast, the unprotected half looks brown and definitely older. It oxidized or rusted.
And what we see with Juice Plus, that's whole food-based nutrition, it's actually giving us the antioxidants, and it's showing us that it's reducing the DNA damage, reducing the oxidative stress.
People need fruits and vegetables. They can't eat enough, and they can take Juice Plus on a regular basis and bridge the gap between what they should eat and what they do eat.
It is a wonderful product that allows people to just have so many more nutrients than they would get from a vitamin pill.
And also it has the wide variety of fruits and vegetables. We can't just have one great antioxidant to say we're really taking care of our bodies in a preventative way. So it has the spectrum, all the different wonderful rich colors of fruits and vegetables, and that makes a big difference.
I think what most people say is, how can you get all those fruits and vegetables in a capsule? And the reason is, you know, you and I are 70% water. At the end, you can put us in a little jar. And fruits and vegetables are 90% water. You take out the water and most of the fiber, and what do you have left? You've got phytonutrients and antioxidants. They're in a powder, you can put them in a capsule.
The leap of faith for people is they try to imagine, how could I have done this in my kitchen? And well, if you look at the technology, it's not something you can do in your kitchen. But it is actually technology that's been perfected over the last 60 years or so. Biochemists have been using this technology for a long time. And so it's just been perfected to create the proprietary process that goes into making Juice Plus.
I like to look at Juice Plus as a salad bar in a capsule, because in fact it is whole food based nutrition. And so once I understood that it was in fact a food with a nutrition label and not a supplement with a supplement or vitamin label, I was totally amazed.
It's not a dietary supplement, it's concentrated food. It carries a nutrition label, not a supplement label. More importantly, and the reason so many healthcare professionals are involved, is Juice Plus is backed by research.
When you walk down a health food aisle and you see all those supplements, you can't just believe on blind faith what's on the label is inside the product. Whereas Juice Plus has been independently studied now all over the world.
The thing that impresses me about Juice Plus is that the research has been done at major health science centers by outstanding scientists.
And the research is gold standard research, double-blind, peer-reviewed research.
You can't buy your way into those journals.
Those are the kinds of studies that give credibility to the medical community. And that's what I think, again, separates Juice Plus from other products that are out there.
There is no product out there that's researched like Juice Plus.
Here is a natural way to improve your health markers that has been clinically tested. This is history in the making.
Once I started recommending Juice Plus in my practice, mothers would come in and say, you know what, Dr. Bill? Since I've had my child on Juice Plus, he eats more fruits and vegetables. I said, wow, what a great observation. And the Children's Health Study found that too.
The Children's Health Study is one of my favorite programs because it does affect the health of our children.
Some of the findings have shown that children that are taking Juice Plus are more aware of their health, that they are actually eating more fruits and vegetables and drinking more water.
The children seem to have less doctor visits, they seem to take less medication, they seem to do better academically, and also seem to do better on the athletic field. I don't know what you could ask for more than that. okay?
And when you get that nutrition into a child early, in those early developmental years, it is going to affect everything from brain function to, physical fitness. I'm the mother of 2 children, and I have 2 incredibly healthy kids, and I'm so grateful that they've had Juice Plus all their life.
To have them make better food choices that hopefully will carry through into their adult lives, and they will also share with their children. So hopefully we can turn around this epidemic of unhealthy children in America. What a commitment by this company in terms of looking at our children's health and trying to make a difference in our children's health with Juice Plus.
Well, once I understood the value of good nutrition and the fact that Juice Plus helped bridge that gap, I was able to then tell patients that there was a way for them to get better nutrition.
And the cost of it is so low that it's affordable to basically everyone.
What you're doing for your patients is recommending to them something they need desperately, and it's backed by science.
And it's doable, affordable, so people comply. It's easy to comply.
People will ask me if I take Juice Plus, do I still need to eat fruits and vegetables? And I say yes, and you're going to want to eat more. We don't eat variety. We don't eat consistently 7 to 13 servings a day. So this is a way to put in what I call gap insurance.
I saw hundreds of patients improve with their periodontal condition. A lot of these were gingivitis patients who improved. They were coming back and they were not bleeding every time they would brush. And we saw this happen over and over and over again with our patients.
When I started on Juice Plus, let's say it was 15 years ago, so I was in my late 50s, and I was getting old and frumpy, and I feel so much different now. It's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling physically, but also intellectually, to know I'm doing so much for myself.
Juice Plus gives you a way to assure that you're getting the best of the best in terms of fruits and vegetables on a daily basis.
So Juice Plus is the next best thing to fruits and vegetables.
If you're interested in maintaining good health, take Juice Plus.
Nutrition is as important to the eyes as it is to any part of the body. I mean, it's all connected. So what's good for your heart is good for your eyes. The number one cause of blindness in people over 50 is age-related macular degeneration. That is totally related to oxidative stress, oxidation of the retina inside of the eye. So it's directly prevented through antioxidants. The more antioxidants you consume in your diet, the less chance you're going to have macular degeneration when you get older. When I talk to patients about Juice Plus, the opening is asking the patient how many servings of fruits and vegetables they eat. And when I find out how low it possibly is, I tell them, well, you need to be eating 7 to 13 servings per day. And most of them say, 7 to 13? I would be fat as a cow if I ate that much. And we tell them, well, if you would eat the fruits and vegetables instead of the chicken nuggets and fries, then that wouldn't happen. So then that opens the discussion for Juice Plus. You know, if you're only eating a couple of servings of fruits and vegetables per day, you can get 30 different fruits and vegetables into your bloodstream. And guess what? Your eyes are connected to your body. So what you do for your body is going to be good for your eyes. And you can also decrease risk of getting macular degeneration. And you can decrease risk of getting things like cataracts. I love the Juice Plus company because they focus on education. Patients don't know the important role of nutrition on their health, and they have to be educated on what they can do to make a difference. And I can't think of any company that has as much education available as the Juice Plus company does. Most vitamin and supplements companies basically have education on what the product is and what's in it and what it does, but nothing like Juice Plus has. And I think the combination of the Juice Plus product with the education provided by the company together helps me and hopefully my patients have better quality of life.
Now, the problem with our previous step is it's hard for most people to eat enough fruits and vegetables, so we often turn to nutritional supplements to give us more antioxidant protection. But as I said before, I'm a show-me-the-science type of doctor. I won't put any nutritional supplement into my own body or recommend it to my patients if it is not backed up by solid science. Juice Plus is the only nutritional supplement I take for 2 reasons. First, it contains the concentrated juice powders of 17 fruits, vegetables, and grains. And second, it is one of the most scientifically researched nutritional supplements available anywhere. Getting that additional nutrition every day, especially all of those antioxidants, makes good sense and has good science behind it. Remember, aging is rusting and getting too much sticky stuff in our vital organs. Juice Plus contributes to healthier aging because it contains a wide variety of antioxidants and other phytonutrients from fruits and vegetables that reduce the rust and sticky stuff. Now, there are obviously lots of nutritional supplements on the market today. So if someone recommends that you take a particular supplement, check the credibility of that supplement by asking them a 2-part question. First, is there solid science proving the supplement gets into the bloodstream in the first place? And then, is there solid science showing it does healthful things for the body once it gets there? Juice Plus passes both of these tests with flying colors. When you age, several bad things tend to happen. Absorption of nutrients decreases, oxidation or sticky stuff builds up, vessels get stiff, and our genetic on-off switches get quirky, meaning that our genetic code, the DNA, can get mixed up, leading to diseases. How does Juice Plus help you deal with those problem areas? First, according to numerous published clinical studies, the nutrients in Juice Plus are absorbed by the body. Second, multiple clinical studies show that Juice Plus reduces oxidation, which, as we've seen, contributes to sticky stuff accumulation. Several studies have found that Juice Plus positively affects several key indicators of cardiovascular wellness. For example, a very interesting study conducted at the University of Maryland shows that Juice Plus can help increase the blood flow through your arteries even after eating a high-fat meal. Published clinical research also has reported that Juice Plus helps support a healthy immune system. And finally, clinical studies show that Juice Plus protects DNA from breaking into pieces. This is very important because strong DNA structure leads to healthy cell division. There is a fascinating new science called nutrigenetics, which studies how food and lifestyle affects our genes. We are all born with certain genetic predispositions, such as a diabetes gene, for example. Whether or not that gene gets switched on or switched off might determine whether or not you get diabetes as an adult. This gene expression can be affected by the degree to which we practice these 9 simple steps. That's good news, because it means that our diet and lifestyle choices actually play a bigger role in our overall health than our genes do. As a doctor, I want to remind you that nutritional supplements are just that. Supplements in addition to, and not instead of, eating better. Juice Plus is no exception. It's not meant to take the place of eating fruits and vegetables. But for those of us who need to bridge the gap between what we should eat and what we do eat every day, and that's just about all of us, Juice Plus is a must, in my opinion.
I first heard about Juice Plus when I found a list of the ingredients of Juice Plus on the on-call desk in the hospital where I was working. And I looked at that list and I thought, oh my goodness, this is what I spend my clinic days trying to talk my patients into eating.
So I started to go to the lectures that Juice Plus sponsored, and I heard nurses talk about the relationship between nutrition and disease, and I learned so much about it.
I learned about Juice Plus from my mother, and now looking back, gosh, I've been taking Juice Plus for almost 11 years. I really am a Juice Plus kid. You know, I've heard so many people say, I'm doing this for my kids. And I'm living proof that, all right, your kids get older, and they will value what these great parents are doing for their kids. I think it's awesome.
And we need to be proactive about our health because people are living longer, but can you say they're living better? Not when you work in the hospital as a nurse.
Well, most people aren't getting the kind of nutrition that they need, and I don't think anybody's getting 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day.
Time gets in the way. It's challenging to get enough different colors and enough variety and just enough.
Juice Plus is simply whole food nutrition in a capsule. They take fruits and vegetables, they juice them, and then at a low temperature, they take out the water and fiber, and you're left with the essence of those fruits and vegetables that everybody needs in their body every single day.
I honestly didn't understand how they could get the essence of 17 raw fruits, vegetables, and grains in a capsule.
But if you look and see how much water and fiber are in fruits and vegetables, if you take all of that out, then what's left are the micronutrients, and micro is small.
I love that it's simple, it's affordable, it's convenient, and it makes sense. Nobody can argue that fruits and vegetables are not amazing and that we don't need them.
In no way is this meant to replace fruits and vegetables. It's meant to bridge the gap between what you do eat and what you should eat.
There are so many nutritional products out today that people can get really confused about what's this one, what's that one. You go to the health food store, there's a 15-year-old that has a part-time job that's directing you somewhere. They don't know what it is, they just read the label.
I know you can put anything you want on a label. What it does to your body at the cellular level and your bloodstream is what's really important. And when I learned how thoroughly researched this product was, I got really excited.
And this is placebo-controlled, gold standard, the highest form of research, and it's published in major medical and nutritional journals that all doctors and nutritionists are well aware of.
One of the most important things about the research on Juice Plus is the fact that it's all done independently by hospitals, universities, and medical centers.
It's third-party validation. The institutions that are doing the research on Juice Plus have to report the results, whether they're good or bad. They just happen to always be good.
The research has been telling us that it decreases free radicals, it protects our DNA from damage,
reduces oxidative stress, supports a healthy immune system, cardiovascular wellness.
The University of Maryland has a great study on constriction of arteries after a high-fat meal. And as an RN in the medical ICU, don't you know that after Christmas, Thanksgiving, the high-fat food holidays is when we get in the heart attacks? And we save some of them. But you know, 50% of them don't make it to the hospital. That's serious. My father was one of those at age 38 years old.
When the average person wants to see research, quite often the information that's provided by the Children's Health Study is what they're looking for.
What parents care about is not the number of white cells in their kid's body. They care, are they missing less school? Are they active? Are they all around happy, healthy kids?
Their kids are going to the doctor less. They're taking less prescription and over-the-counter medicine. They're eating more fruits and vegetables.
This is real life research with real families all over the world.
The only nutritional product that I am aware of that has the breadth and depth of science that reassures me that it's really great is Juice Plus.
And the research behind it is what gives us the confidence to be able to recommend it to our families, our friends, and our patients. You're actually getting the nutritional essence of fruits and vegetables, and food is really powerful medicine.
I'm a Juice Plus nurse.
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 I am a Juice Plus nurse.
I am proud to be a Juice Plus nurse.
I was a secret in the closet breakfast skipper. And when I started Juice Plus, I began to take the shakes for breakfast, and that was just a huge solution.
We used to have donuts and coffee, and that's it, or colorful cereals. Now we have a smoothie for breakfast.
I was already on Juice Plus products, but I wasn't a complete drinker, and I just decided that I would start drinking 2 shakes a day. That was my one simple change, was to add that shake to my day, and it's changed my entire life.
We know that anytime you put good stuff in your body, you're going to see some positive changes.
The complete smoothie powder was the answer and the solution for me to begin to have a delicious, nutritious breakfast on the go.
It's easy, good nutrition. I feel great about it. Giving my kids breakfast if we're in a hurry, it's perfect.
I think that the way that you start your day really affects how you end your day, and there's no better way to start your day than with fruits and vegetables.
Concentrated fruits and vegetables, how convenient is that? It's the easiest thing, most simple way to really change your lifestyle and your diet.
Our company, we're not all about just Juice Plus. We're all about inspiring healthy living around the world.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to have a chance for you to hear what Dr. Tozer is about to share with us. I got a chance to talk with him today, and it was just one of the best conversations. It was so exciting that I had to tape this and share a little bit of the conversation that we had this morning. So, Dr. Tozer, welcome.
Welcome.
Yes, for those of you that don't know Dr. Tozer, he's been with the Juice Plus company a long time, very successful leader at our company, but his background is in medicine. He is a world-renowned doctor. If I recall, the first one to do surgery in an infant, an open heart surgery in an infant. So amazing, a professor, as I said, world-renowned doctor. And we were talking about a conversation I had a couple months ago with John Blair. John Blair's the head of the product department. He had mentioned something that I wasn't familiar with, a database called Medline. So, Dr. Tozer, can you tell me a little bit about Medline?
Well, Medline is a well-known international database where all medical scientific journals are listed. Well, not all the medical journals, only the most important ones. To get into Medline, a journal has to qualify over its scientific content. So there are only scientifically renowned medical journals listed in Medline, from very small ones to the really important ones.
Excellent. And in this database, I assume all research goes, literally all over the world and about all products.
Absolutely right. All research goes into Medline, and once there is an unsolved question that you have by treating a patient or getting information about the newest research, doctors go to Medline, they enter some few keywords, and the most important publications show up. That's where all the medical knowledge is pooled and available to all doctors all over the world.
So not only is it a credible source, but obviously they developed in Medline this thing that John mentioned called the impact value. Yes, can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, the impact factor basically measures the scientific content of a journal. An impact factor means that a journal consists of usually 15, 20, 30 publications in one journal. And it's a very good reputation for each journal if one of these articles is cited by another scientific journal, because that's where medical knowledge is coming from. And an impact factor of 1 means that each article that's in one journal is at least cited once in another different journal. And that's actually a very good number. To have an impact factor of 1 is a very high number, because it means that every single article that's published within the journal over many years is cited at least once in a different journal. So that's a very high and very good reputation.
So if you were to put a product or you were to put research in there and test the value of your product and this impact factor, what would be considered like an amazing score for a product to have?
Of course, everybody tries to get an article published in a very high ranked scientific journal, which means a journal with a very high impact factor. But that's very difficult, of course, because the first 10% of an impact list is almost, it's a very difficult job, because these high ranked journals, they accept only between 1 and maximum 10% of all submitted journals. So more than 90% are turned down because the scientific content is just not good enough to be published in one of these journals. So when I do research, I see how good is my research, and then I will choose the paper where I will submit it. If the research is basic and not very well, I will go to a low-ranked journal. If the scientific content is really good, I will go and try to get into a very high-ranked journal. So each journal with an impact factor of more than 1 is a very good one.
So if you were to have a science done on your product and you could get a score of 10, would that be a great score?
Absolutely. A score of 10 is fabulous. It means at least my publication will be cited at least 10 times in other scientific journals, which is an enormous reputation for this article and for the product, of course.
And one of the things you shared with me today is, we've got 32 published studies, and that's really a statement, but even a bigger statement is the impact value that Juice Plus has had. So, I remember John telling me that if a company could have their product get an impact value of like 10 or 15, it would be amazing. Can you tell me what the impact factor is for Juice Plus?
Well, there are 32 studies now published with Juice Plus, and the impact factor that has been calculated recently, and I was surprised myself, it's more than 100, which means if you take it for 30 divided by 33 studies, it means an average impact factor of more than 3 per publication. This is a very high standard and absolutely uncommon for a nutritional supplement like Juice Plus, and it's absolutely unique. So an impact factor of more than 100 is incredibly high, and it really measures the scientific content of all these studies.
So it's fair to say that in all the research you've done, you've never found a nutritional product that has a higher impact value in the Medline database than Juice Plus.
Absolutely, I can definitely underline this, and I just to give you an example, this the cardiovascular study about the endothelial function was published in JACC, the Journal of American College of Cardiology. You can look it up in Medline. You can look at the impact factor list. I think it's now 23 or 24 impact points, which is incredibly high. I think it's number 2 now in the world of all cardiology journals. So to place an article in JACC means this is a year-long research being controlled and controlled over and over again before it's accepted in a journal like the American Journal of Cardiology.
Excellent. So everybody, the reason I wanted to share this was because I followed the research and been around the Juice Plus company the whole time, and it's amazing the level of research we have. It's amazing how many studies we have and the amount of publications. But what just floored me today when I talked to Dr. Tolzer and began to understand this Medline is that we have a level of science that no nutritional product in the world has, and this is being defined by the standard database that grades all this stuff, and products and research all over the world. So super excited to be part of the Juice Plus movement, and now you know that not only do we have science, but we have the best science and the best highly rated product in the world. Thank you, and thank you, Dr. Tolzer.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We're in a position to deal with the best growers in the world. And most of these growers specialize in a particular crop. And unlike what we see in the supermarket that goes through a very complex distribution chain and is probably picked a week or 2 prior to the time you actually buy it, Juice Plus produce is allowed to ripen and is picked at the peak of ripeness. It's important because the nutrient value develops in the later stages of growing. And in fact, we deal with the types of growers who have facilities right there next to their fields where they can instantly clean, wash, and process the fruits and vegetables. And it's the state of the art in terms of preserving the nutrient value of fruits and vegetables. Well, of course, the juice then goes into our proprietary drying process. Everything stays very cold until the very last minute, and then the warmth required for drying is applied. But it's maintained at temperatures that don't damage the nutrients. It's an enormous difference between the quality of Juice Plus and the quality of typical fruit and vegetable juice drying. So the powders are then shipped to our final manufacturing partners who do blending, encapsulation, and packaging. Their equipment is state-of-the-art. Their certifications are second to none. And all of our manufacturing partners, whether they're growers, juicers, encapsulators, they have quality control procedures that we have reviewed and approved at every step of the way. All of our partners have their own labs, do their own testing, and they provide certificates of analysis that match our specifications before they ship the product. Quality control is essential for a quality product. And I can say with complete confidence that there is no nutraceutical or nutritional support product made in the world at a higher quality than Juice Plus.
What is your emergency?
There's a motorcycle accident right outside my apartment building. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but the guy was going so fast and hit something and just went flying, and now he's not moving, and there's just pieces of motorcycle everywhere. I can't really see everything that's going on, but there's stuff everywhere and he's not moving.
Conference was at the end of October, and we'd all gone to Dallas. He had just determined that he was going to join the Juice Plus business with us, and that was great. It was a good experience for him. I think he enjoyed it. I think he saw some great potential, and came back and was excited and ready to roll.
2 days after we got home from the conference, Monday morning, got a text from his chief and said, would you come and do a flag ceremony for a Cardinals game? Dressed up in his uniform and jumped on his bike and off he went. And that was the last we had heard from him. About 10 o'clock at night, we were literally just climbing into bed. Greg's phone rang and he answered it. And it was the chief for Oliver's Navy.
He notified me that Oliver had been in a motorcycle accident, and all he really knew was that he was being taken to St. Joe's and that he didn't have his helmet on.
In my mind, my other son had already had an accident, a motorcycle accident, and it was fixable. I never felt like he could die. That never entered my mind. But they took us up to the room. There was a lot of people standing around the room and looking at us, kind of staring at us, and in hindsight, feeling bad for us, knowing the situation. So they finally did let us into this big glass ICU room, and I walked in, and I looked at him, and his whole face was swollen. We were sitting there, and in my mind I was thinking, okay, we should be able to go home in a couple days. And that's where I found myself. I had no comprehension of the severity.
So it was about 2:33 in the morning. One of the nurses came in and grabbed me and she said, I've got an officer out here in the hall and he would like to talk to you. He said, I want you to know that I was the first officer on site, and I just want you to know that I was with your son the whole time, and I held him the whole time, and I want you to know that he was not alone. It meant so much to me. It was just an amazing gesture on his part, and it blew me away. And as a father, you know, looking at my son lying there, not knowing if he was going to live or die. But what was more amazing was he showed up the next afternoon, and he brought Oliver's badge from his Navy uniform, his officer badge, and all his ribbons that he has earned while he was in the Navy. And that made a huge deal to me, because that badge is the one that I pinned on Oliver when he graduated from A school. It may have been the last thing that I could keep of my son.
My initial thought was, he's protected because he's had Juice Plus in his system for 8 years. So he's got a really strong immune system. And that's the hope that I found. I went to the ICU dietitian and said, this is fruits and vegetables in a capsule. I need this to get into him. Because if there's this much risk with his life, he has to have these nutrients. We had Mitra Ray talk to the dietitian and got it cleared. And on day 3, we were opening a fruit, a vegetable, and a berry capsule into water, dissolving it, putting it in a syringe, and putting it in his feeding tube every 6 hours. Oliver, you're getting your first dose. Woohoo!
Thank you.
Look at me.
Look up real
Oliver,
tall.
you gotta look at me so we can walk.
Good. Oliver, lift your left leg up for me. Step it forward. Step it forward.
There you go.
Good. Now right foot.
Watch that.
Thank you.
I'll be out to chase some chickens before you know it.
Chickens, I was going to have it running with the bowl.
The cool thing was, 53 days after his accident, on his own, without a wheelchair, without a walker, he walked out of that hospital. He could talk, he could eat, he could do everything on his own.
Hi, I'm Oliver Bryan. God put Juice Plus into my life 8 years prior and let this all happen because he knew that Juice Plus was going to give me the tools to fight. You know, give me what I needed to win this battle, to survive. The accident was the best day of my life because it made me who I am today. And I think that the same thing for my family, you know, it just all really brought us tight together and we just lean on each other. You know, when one of us needs something, we know we can always turn to our family because our family's always going to be there. You know, my dad used to do real estate for his entire life. He stepped down from that just so he could be with me, and because he didn't want to miss it. He wanted to be there to support me in every way.
Because Gregory saw the magnitude of what Juice Plus did, he made a decision that he could sell houses for the rest of his life, but it wasn't going to change people's lives.
The only thing that mattered to me once my son became stable was getting Juice Plus into it. And I'm sitting there going, how can I consider doing anything but share that with others?
I feel it's almost like an obligation to go share this product, you know. My dad made me a deal. He said, if you make SC before me, I will go skydiving with you. And I was like, done. So that's my ultimate goal, just so I can see him crying.